Okay, some of the things I didn't get on video, but I wanted to add some commentary. You'll see we were flying in, we landed, we got off, went through the airport. There was a really long corridor you got to go through. If you don't know where you're going, luckily my girlfriend had been through this before, so I kind of just followed her lead, which I don't normally do, but that's okay. Anyway, followed her lead, went through the airport, and met up with the AM people, the Apple people. My girlfriend knows more about this than I do, but anyway, I was told we're going to meet up with the Apple people, and then we're going to be taken care of. Just meet up with our people. That's what we're told to do. Boom, the rest is taken care of. It sounded really good, so I did that. Went all the way up, met a guy named Carlos. Carlos says, okay, hey, we got you. We're going to take care of you. Here's your ride right here. We're just waiting for a few other people, and then we're going to head to the resort. We walked, Carlos walked away, and then walked up this other woman for some promotional deal. My impression was she was with the resort also. I didn't know. She walked right up after Carlos said, hey, don't worry, I got you. There was only 2 other people you got to deal with. And then this woman walked up, and she started trying to sell us something. Well, she didn't say she was selling us something at first, but she started saying, hey, we're doing this promotional deal. You can go check out this other resort. We're going to give you money. We're going to give you a free trip. All you got to do is agree to go to this other resort and check it out. That's all we're doing. Real easy. I had never done this before. So I'm once again taking the lead of my girlfriend, hoping that she knows what she's doing. And she had never encountered this before later on when I asked her. And she went ahead and did it. She gave them $20. They offered to give that $20 back when we go. We were supposed to set it up for like 8:15 in the morning or something like that. But we didn't know for sure if we wanted to get up that early. Didn't really know how our night was going to go. So we didn't want to commit to that. But we went ahead and gave her the $20 and said we would go as long as we could make it at another time later on in the morning. She agreed that would be fine. And so there you go. I think at one point when she was trying to get us to do this, we were kind of hinging on whether we were going to do it or not, and maybe not do it. And I think she said, hey, you know, I get money, I get credit for doing this, you know, I get you know, money out of it. I make money. This is my job. Help me out, and basically made us feel guilty. And so we went ahead and did it. And so then we got in the transport and headed over to the resort.
Buenas tardes, Enrique. Oh, excelente.
Watch your step.
Tickets, plumones, lapiceros.
What time you left this morning? What time you started?
Our flight left at 5, so we were up at like 3. Do I?
Like too late.
You look tired.
I know.
Last name
Señor, ¿cómo está? How are you?
But it's too late.
Pretty good. How about yourself?
First thing.
Bye, guys.
Thank you very much, Enrique.
436 for Matt to sanitizer.
All right.
We have the hand sanitizer at the right side.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
Hand sanitizer. All right. Woo! Thank you very much. Right.
His first trip out of country. Oh, see?
All right, once we got there, we had to check in, as you can see, and the guy checking us in went over a lot of information, and no fault of his, I understand, but some of it's very difficult to understand, trying to listen and you know, the excitement of getting there and all that. I've never been there, never experienced this before. I'm listening to all of his information the best I can. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna retain, but he's going over a lot of stuff, right? Like, this is the rules, this is what you got to do, this is what's going on, whatever. I'm listening like, okay, we're checking in. I don't know any better. So we get done doing that. As soon as he's done doing that, boom, here comes another person again, along with the same company that the woman met us at the airport. She pulls us to the side. She starts going over, okay, I see you signed up to come over to our other resort. All right, what time are you coming? Like, well, we said 11, 10, 11 o'clock or whatever. She's like, oh, what about 8:15? We're like, I don't know if we want to agree to that. Anyway, she kept offering, you know, the free bottle of tequila, the free money, all that stuff. He said, yeah, we signed up, we gave the $20, whatever. All we knew is we was going to check out another resort and getting a free stay somewhere. So obviously in normal life, that sounds like I don't want it. But being that I'm out of the country, I'm on a resort that does all inclusive, I don't know. So we're going along with it, right? So we sat there and listened to her. Still haven't been to my room yet. Got pulled aside to her. Then once that was done, our room wasn't ready yet. Fine, that's understandable, but I didn't know that. So I'm there with my backpack, and my luggage is being taken by the bellboy, and it's going to be handled later. Okay, fine, but I have some stuff in my luggage, and now my girlfriend wants to get in the pool, and I don't have the stuff to get in the pool. But that's fine. We make it work. So that's that.
Lamonte. Is that Italian place? Didn't we talk about that or no?
Yeah.
Is that one we talked about going to? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's one that you have to dress up to.
Okay. I like the little promotion they had. They're giving us all kinds of free nights, huh?
Oh, that's good.
And it's all inclusive, and they're giving it to us free?
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty wild. So look at this pool. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. See how I'm going over that in my mind? Like, wow, that seems like a lot. I don't understand why they're doing that. Should have known better. Once again, me being a newbie, not knowing any better, I'm thinking maybe that is something that goes on down here. I don't know. So there you go. Okay, first impression, walking over to the pools, which we obviously, you'll see in the videos, we planned to spend some time at. We were in building 5, which is by the, I don't know, you call it the party pool. So we went over to check that out immediately. I know my girlfriend, Michelle, she wanted to go in, get in the pool. So we went over to check that out. First impressions, nice, very nice. Everything looked top level. Everything looked great. The music, everything looked like it was going to be a good time, you know. And you'll see as we sit down and we hang out at the pool, great service.
Hector, gracias. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cheers, cheers. Thank you very much, Hector. Thank you.
A shout out to Hector. Hector was awesome. Hector was there for our first day. We didn't get him again after that. We've seen him several times after that. Hector was awesome. We met several of the servers there. Extremely friendly, extremely helpful. Just great, making your trip a really great trip. Okay, so first night we go to Hibachi. We had to go wait in line to reserve a spot at the actual hibachi table. We went there, I think at 3 or 3:30 or something like that. That's what it was. Something said 3, then we heard 3:30. We weren't quite sure. That's one of my complaints. I don't think things were made real clear, but that's a small complaint. It is what it is. That's fine. But we went there. We stood in line probably for about 30 to 40 minutes to get reservations for that night for the hibachi. I really wanted hibachi. Me and Michelle both enjoy hibachi, so our first night there, my birthday, we wanted to do hibachi that night. So we stood in line, we got the reservations, and then of course that night we ended up going hibachi. There was a little confusion with our seating, I think. They set a wedding party separated and stuck us with the wedding party. And then the wedding party had gotten with the waitresses or waiters and gotten that straightened out. And then what ended up happening is the table that they had split with and then came over to our table. Our table was completely full with like 12 people, and the other table that the people came from that we could have been sitting at only had like 3 people sitting at it, but not a big deal. Ended up making a friend, Rob. If you watch this, hope you're doing well. The wedding party, hope you guys had a good wedding. Hope things are going well. You guys were a lot of good fun. Rob did some sake bombs, his first sake bomb ever with me, and had a good time with those guys. Food was great. Service was a little slow, but they were really busy, so I wasn't bothered by that. Food was really good, and they really tried to make it as best as possible. The dessert that they show here, it's like a fried ice cream in the middle. They set it on fire. It's pretty cool. You'll see a little bit of them making it in this video. Okay, so day 1 is over. We checked in. We signed up for a promotional deal to go visit another resort in order to get a bunch of free stuff. That's what I thought. Sucker. And went to Hibachi that night. Had a great time. First impressions of the first day. This is really cool. Really like it. Can't wait to do this again, but I'm going to enjoy this one while it's going on. So good impressions day 1. Okay, so the second day, we decided to take that trip over to the other resort that we were approached to about at the airport before we even got on our transport, and then approached again as soon as we got done with our check-in. It's like the people just pop out of nowhere. You didn't even know they were coming. Hey, how you doing? We're doing this thing. All right, cool. So the second day we go on that. We meet up front. We get a transport. They told us it was only going to be an hour and a half, 90 minutes, an hour and a half. And we're thinking, okay, we've got a vacation we want to do, so an hour and a half, we can do that, no problem. As soon as we get in the transport, the guy says, it's a 40-minute ride. Right there's my first clue. It's not going to be 90 minutes. 40-minute ride one way, that's 80 minutes round trip. It's going to take more than 10 minutes. Oh, I forgot the part about they were buying us breakfast. All right, cool. So immediately I'm in the transport. It's going to be a 40-minute drive there. I already know something's up, right? So then we get there. We sit down. They show us where to go. We sit down. Guy comes over. Nice guy. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. But regardless, we sit down. Guy starts saying, okay, hey, we're going to get you breakfast, blah, blah, blah. This is what we're doing. We're doing a promotion. Let's go eat breakfast. So we head over to the place to eat breakfast. He kind of shows us around the resort that he's trying to show off to us. We sit down to eat breakfast, order our food. Great service there. Felipe, I can't remember the guy's name that was our server there, but he was awesome too. Kept bringing us drinks and food and did whatever he could to make it good. Anyway, so we started going over what it is they're trying to promote, and next thing I know, I realized he's trying to sell me something. All right, fine. I kind of stopped him early, probably 5 minutes into his sales pitch, and just told him, look, if you want to sell me something, fine. Here's the best way to do it. The things that are going to be important to me is obviously price and whether or not it's worth it for me to do. So if we can just get to that and save some time, because I already know it's going to be past the 90 minutes, trying to help him save himself some time without putting in all the extra work and save ourselves some time. He says, okay, no problem, I understand that. He goes on and on, runs these numbers by me, tells me if you're going to spend this much on vacation anyway, you can spend this much and you'd save money. Yep, normal pitch, it's fine, it's right, the math adds up. Problem is, I'm there on vacation, I'm not there to make deals. And I kind of had the feeling it was going towards signing on to a commitment for something for several years. I wasn't prepared to sign on to any commitment. I'm just trying to enjoy my vacation. And I explained this to him. We were there at the resort for about 40 minutes eating breakfast. And then, he says, okay, you don't want it. All right, fine, let me take you to this other spot. I go to this other spot, supervisor comes up, which the second time he showed up, and he starts trying to sell me again. I had already told the first guy, I'm not interested, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to make a commitment. And then the second guy comes up and he starts trying to sell me something. I said, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to make this commitment, I'm not going to do it, I don't want him to do it, I'm done. So okay. Then they send me to another guy and they said, all what I want you to do over here is tell us what we did wrong, what we could do better. Okay, fine, I'll do that for you. So I sit down with that guy. Guess what? He's trying to sell me something too. At this point, I got pretty angry. I'm already been gone for about 2.5 hours now. I'm already an hour longer than I'm supposed to be, and I'm still at the other resort. And so I'm upset. I'm, pissed off. So I told the guy, forget this. I want my cab. Let me go. He sees that I'm pretty upset about it, and I'm finally to my tipping point. He says, okay. He stops. He takes me to another woman that says, hey, this woman here, she's going to get you set up with all the things we promised you, and then you'll be good to go. You can get in your cab. All right, fine, thankfully. Oh, thank goodness. We sit down. She gives us everything that they promised us, the $20 back, the $200 credit, the free trip, stay, all that stuff. And then next thing you know, guess what? She's trying to sell us something. She wants to say, hey, if you buy this now, you get it at this price. Man, can I get in my cab? She sees we're upset. She gives us our bottle of tequila, this and that. We finally get in our cab. We get back. We were gone for 4 hours. That is not an hour and a half. To me, I went back in an hour and a half of my vacation. That's what I got told. That's what I expect. Now, if they told me an hour and a half and it was 2 hours, I probably could have just not worried about that. But 4 hours, that's a bit much.
Maybe it's a big ass hot tub over there. Big ass hot tub.
Big ass hot tub.
How you like that? We have to make our way over here. What's your name? I don't remember her name.
Her name's Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah, shout out to Vanessa. Vanessa took care of us the rest of the vacation as far as when we were at the pool. She was awesome. So there were some days she got really busy and took a little time to get to us, but we understood she was busy. Obviously, you could look around and see it was busier, but she worked her butt off. And I hope Vanessa's doing good. Vanessa, if you watch this, thank you very much. You were awesome.
Huh?
What's your name?
Esteban.
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 Wilbur.
Wilbur.
Nice to meet you, Esteban.
Good to meet you.
Everything.
Michelle. We've been here about 24 hours right now.
Yeah, we almost have been here for 24
On a scale of 1 to
hours.
10, how would you rate your experience so far?
From 1 to 10, my
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, your whole entire experience, everything.
Well, everything. I'm going to give it an 8 so far.
All right, what's your favorite part so far?
My favorite parts, the food and drinks are really good. I
Okay.
love our room.
All right.
The
room's
room
good.
is
Yeah.
the room is lovely. As long
Which
as
I
you keep
still
the- as long as you
need
keep
to
the
get a
door
video of
shut.
that. Actually, I still need to get a
As
video
long
of
as
the
you
room. I
keep the
think.
door shut, the room's great.
Yeah. The floor
Because
gets
the floor
wet.
gets really, really wet.
Yeah.
When you don't do that, and then we're gonna go sliding. But no, I love the room. It's fantastic. And this is the only pool we've been at so far.
What would be your one complaint? Your worst complaint, the
Beach.
top, the worst one. The
The
beach. The beach
beach.
sucks. Yeah. Why?
I'm a
What's
beach
wrong with the
girl.
beach?
So it's only like this big, and there's a lot of seaweed, and there's it's just not as clear as Cancun is. Up front Cancun. I wish it carried down here. But I'm not mad at it because, we'll go to Isla, whatever. So for a pool resort, you don't really want to go beach it. I would totally come here.
Okay, as you can see here, they set me up with a little birthday deal in my room. It was really nice. We were getting great room service. By the way, I didn't speak of our room. I didn't get much of our room. Sorry about that. Room was really nice. Room service the first couple of days, as you can see here, they went out of their way to do something for my birthday there. I don't even think we paid anything extra for that. We just let them know it was my birthday. And it was a day late, I believe, but it's fine. It was really nice. And the room service, like the whole room would be completely done like twice a day. They even took my dirty clothes and folded them over in the corner. Like they were perfect. The refrigerator was fully stocked. They would keep putting beer and stuff like that in there that you could just help yourself to. And of course, room service 24/7. You could call any time of the night. They'd have your food. I think I called room service, might have been the first night or the second night. And it took 45 minutes to get my food. I got a club sandwich. It was great. Took 45 minutes to get it, and it was a really good sandwich. Okay, day 2's over with. Still great impressions. I think we ate Italian the second night. Service was great. We didn't have to make reservations for that. We just showed up. If you show up at a decent time, you get into a table pretty good. If you wait till 7 or 8 o'clock at night, you're gonna have a wait. But the service was really good. The food was really good. I think I had rigatoni or something like that. It was. I just remember it was really good. Matter of fact, I think Italian was Michelle's favorite. I think the hibachi was probably mine, but Italian was right up there with it. Great service, great food, and we enjoyed that. Another good day at the pool. Got to meet Vanessa. Got good service there. Room service is good. Everything is good. Day 2.
Still got seaweed and stuff.
Little step up.
Day 3, we decided to go check out the middle pool, the activity pool. We call it the activity pool because that's where they do all the little activities and stuff. They've got exercise going on over there, and it's just a little different of a vibe. It's still fun, but it's a little different of a vibe over in the middle pool. The bigger pool, or the middle pool, it's a little bigger. The beach coming off it's a little bit bigger. We went over there day 3, and it's a nice pool, and I think a lot of people would enjoy it. It really, maybe I left it too early, but we had heard, of course, we asked that morning if there was going to be a foam party. Michelle had heard several times, there's going to be a foam party, there's going to be a foam party. She's looked forward to that from the last trip she made to Cancun. She missed it before. She wanted to get it on this one. So we went and asked somebody, hey, is there a foam party over in the other pool or somewhere today? And the guy we asked that was working there at the activity little desk by the activity pool says, oh yeah. There's going to be dancers over there and a DJ and all that stuff. And it starts at 1 o'clock. We're like, huh, all right. So we hung out at the activity pool for a minute. We thought, that's going to be pretty packed over there. Let's go over there now and get us a nice little seating area and hang out there until the foam party starts. Sounds good.
You're busy today, huh?
There's the dancers. That was cool. They even had a male dancer for Michelle. She was happy about that.
Gracias, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Okay, day 3. At the end of the night, we had Mexican. Food was really good. Everything there is like, for me anyway, not like I get the restaurants around here. I guess you'd call it 5-star restaurants or whatever, because as you can see in some of these photos, like I can't remember what I ordered, what that's called, but you don't get food like that. Like, it's top notch. It was really good. So day 3 was fun. It was a party, no foam party. We asked around, hey, where's the foam party? Nobody knew what we were talking about. Waited hours for the foam to start. Never happened. Which is fine if there wasn't a foam party, but we had asked several times, hey, foam party, foam party. They said, oh yeah, over there, over there, over there. And then it didn't happen. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, maybe it's tomorrow. Like, sometimes they didn't know. They're like, maybe it's tomorrow. All right. Then Michelle swore up and down maybe we missed it in the middle pool. Like, I don't know. The guy told us clearly it was in the far pool. No doubt about it. That's what he said. So if it was in the middle pool, then I don't know how we would have missed it, because you would have thought, because our pool was packed. If there was a foam party in the middle pool, I don't think our pool would have been packed. But it is what it is. Okay, so day 4 happened. I'll get to talk more about it in my other Isla Majuras trip review. But just a quick idea of how that day went. We got up that morning, had breakfast at the buffet, and went on our trip. I think I left at 11 to go. And we were told multiple times when we booked this on Thursday that we would leave at 11, be back at 4:30. Once again, we're on vacation. We've already paid for a all-inclusive resort. We want to be able to take advantage of that as much as possible. So when they tell us leave at 11, be back at 4:30, that's what we expect. If it's 20 minutes late or something like that, it's not a big deal. But anyway, that's what we were told. So we got on there. Here we go, leaving for our Isla Majuras. And immediately they told us it's a 40-minute trip. All right, we already know this problem. Long story short, we got back at 8 o'clock that night, and I will go over why. But just a little heads up, we weren't even scheduled to leave the island until 10 minutes till 5. So getting back at the resort at 4:30 was never even part of the plan. But I was present when they told us 4:30. Michelle knows they told us 4:30, and then later on they tried to deny they told us 4:30. So Saturday night was kind of messed up because we didn't get back till like 8. It was like 8 something. So we had an 8 dinner, and there was a beach party that wasn't advertised. We didn't even know that was going on. I don't know where you got that information from, but we got back at like 8 something, and there's a beach party that's almost over with that they're doing dinner. So we missed out on that. We wouldn't have been able to make it anyway because we didn't get back till after it was almost over. But if we were there, I don't know if we would have caught it because we didn't know what was going on. We might have ate dinner at 6 o'clock and not know there was a beach party going on and not been able to go. But it looked like a good time. So whoever made that, I'm sure you had a good time because we seen the end of it. And there was tons of people down there. They were grilling out on the beach, and it looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, day 5, plan was, we hadn't really hung out on the beach a whole lot yet. So my plan was, I told her I wanted to go to the beach, hang out on the beach, underneath one of those straw umbrellas, whatever you call them things, hut-looking things, and just hang out by the beach and relax, have drinks brought to me, chill, right? That's what I wanted to do. That was Sunday. We leave Monday. So here we are, a day away from leaving. I haven't hung out on the beach yet. So we went down to the beach. Got us a spot pretty easy. Got down there early. Can't remember what time. It's right after breakfast again. Breakfast every day was at the buffet, by the way. And got us me a spot. Sat around for a while. Nobody coming around offering me drinks. We know that the bars didn't really start serving drinks till like 10 o'clock. So we waited till 10 o'clock. Bars opened up. I went up to the bar myself, got a drink, sat back down, waited for a little while, didn't see any servers, and got tired of sitting on the beach. So I ended up back at the pool because there was no service over at the beach. Now I looked down further down the beach and there was somebody getting a drink from a server. I don't know how they got that. I never got a server come to my chair on the beach. So I decided to get up from the beach, even though I wanted to hang out on the beach, because I couldn't get any service and I didn't want to get up every time for my own drink. Might sound terrible, but in my mind, I want a server coming to my chair getting me drinks. So ended up going back to the pool.
Farted.
Seafood and fish?
Yeah. Heard it. Looks dead over here. A thing. There you go. I've got you now. Yep.
Okay, what do I need?
Well, they got chicken, they got burgers and fries,
What
and they got your sides right here.
What kind of fry?
Well, they're just fries. I don't know. They're down there. You want some of that?
I want a burger and fries.
You want a hamburguesa?
Hamburguesa.
Yeah.
Sí.
This one.
Pollo no.
Polo, yeah. See?
That looks good.
That'll work. See?
Todo.
Ooh, look at that.
Gracias. And then, well, should get the hamburguesa?
Hamburguesa.
Yeah. You want con queso? You want cheese?
Yeah.
Hamburguesa with con queso?
Con queso.
All right, so this guy that's cooking on my lunch on Sunday on the beach that we didn't get to do Saturday night, they were doing it again Sunday. Once again, we didn't know that was going on. We just happened to see it. And I tell you what, that food is good. That guy, whatever he's doing to that chicken, I don't know. It is good.
Señor.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Gracias. Perfecto.
Gracias, muy amable.
So every day at the pool, it seems like almost every day there's some sort of theme going on. Sunday was SOS. Not really sure what that's about, but Sunday is SOS. Okay, they also had theme things going on for night entertainment. We didn't make it to most of them because we started drinking at like 8 o'clock in the morning every day, and by 8 o'clock at night, by the time we ate, we were just done. But there is a lot of theme things. The neon night we tried to make it to. We got painted up. Michelle was really looking forward to that, so we made sure not to miss that. Okay, so overall review for me, I had Michelle's review during the video if you watched it, and that was after day one. We had been there 24 hours, and she gave her honest review, and it was very accurate what she said after 24 hours. Here's my take on it. I believe, in my opinion, you know, this is my first time going. I'm no expert or anything. I'm sure there's going to be others that watch this video that it's their first time going or whatever. You know, when we got off the plane and we're told just go to your people and you'll be taken care of, and then we got there and that's what the first guy said, you're taken care of now, you're good, just wait here. Next thing you know, they're trying to sell us something. And I don't really believe that should be done. Like, if I want to be sold something, let me seek you out to be sold something. But it is what it is. If that's normal, fine. But I didn't like it. Then, you know, by the time I got checked in, I'd already been approached to purchase something once. Then as soon as I was done checking in, I got approached to try to purchase something twice. Then I got lied to, told me I'd be back in an hour and a half. It took 4 hours. I don't like that. And they were relentless. I had told them probably for an hour straight while we were at that other resort, looking at the other resort, that I didn't want to buy, and they kept hounding me. It took me an hour of me telling them no before they would get my cab. So I wasn't too happy about that. The room service the first 2 days was amazing. Maybe I just got spoiled. I don't know. But I can tell you that after 2 days, it slowly declined. And when I say slowly declined, I mean declined bad. So the first 2 days, room service was great. Then all of a sudden I noticed, okay, they didn't fold my clothes, which I never expected them to begin with. But they stopped doing that. They didn't make the bed twice. They only made it once. Then another day rolled around. All they did was stock the fridge and give us towels. And another day rolled around. They didn't even give us towels. I think they just put a couple extra beers in the refrigerator. By the end, we didn't even have clean towels. There was cleaning people outside of our room. Every time we went back to our room, they were in that area cleaning. But I don't know why they didn't come to our room. We had been gone the Saturday that we were gone to Isla Majuras. We were gone all day. Came back, didn't even touch our room. I think they put an extra beer or two in our refrigerator. That's it. Even when we had asked for towels, we didn't get it. We had asked for conditioner the first day we were there. Never got it. Never, not once. I feel like it's a really nice place. It's got a lot of potential. I don't know where the problems stem from, whether it's corporate, how they do things or whatever. A lot of the workers there work their butt off. They're really nice people, but having people try to sell me stuff, lying to me about how much time other extracurricular stuff takes and keeps me away from my resort, and the room service going to shit. Oh, I forgot to bring up the fact that room service the first night took 45 minutes. Food was great. A couple nights later, I did it again, ordered the same thing. They were busier, so I kind of understood, but it took them an hour and a half to get me my food, and it was terrible. The toast on the club sandwich, it was brick hard. Like it literally, it wouldn't bend. It would break. It was that bad. I took like one bite out of it, and then I just ate what was in it, like the ingredients to the club sandwich, because I couldn't eat the bread. So I also didn't bring up the Sunday night dinner. The Sunday night dinner, we showed up at 6 o'clock, I think it was, right before 6 to get in line, because we wanted to make sure we got in first. We were like probably the 7th or 8th person in line. They had seating for several people. So once they started opening up at 6 o'clock, we got seated immediately. We were seated at 6:11. We ordered our food, we got our drink, we got our appetizer. Everything was good. The waiter had come by probably around 7 o'clock and apologized for the delay on our food and on our steaks, our main course, and took off. He come back again probably around 7:20 or so and apologized again for the delay on our steaks. So now we're there an hour, still no steak. And we looked around at the people that got seated at the same time as us, and they'd already had their steak. They're eating away, you know. Around 7:40, 7:45, I noticed a lot of the people we sat down with had already got their dessert. Some of them had already left. They're already done and gone. I hadn't seen my server now for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. We're looking around, still no steak. Now almost everyone that was seated at the same time as us, they're gone. They already left. I didn't see anyone left in the group that we got sat with. They're all gone. And so waiting around for our server, and I don't even know where he went to, and I decided to just go find out what's going on. I just wanted to know what was going on with our steak. We'd already invested hour and a half into this and still no steak. So I got up to look for him. I went over to the kitchen. There's another server over there, and I asked him, hey, I'd like to know what's going on with our steak. He says, oh, okay. He runs back to the kitchen there where our server's at, comes back out, and he said it'd be ready in a moment. I said, well, that's what he said 30 minutes ago. The last time he had said something to me, I don't remember how long ago it was. I said 30 minutes, but I don't remember. He said it would be ready in a moment. I said, well, that's what he said 30 minutes ago. I'd just like to know what's going on, you know. He goes back into the kitchen, comes back out. He says, it's coming out right now. Okay. So I go over to the table. I sit down. The server brings our plates. Of course, he sat my meal in front of Michelle and Michelle's meal in front of me. It's normally not a big deal. I just found it funny because, yeah, you probably forgot who ordered what, because it's been a while. It's been an hour and a half now. I'm sorry, an hour and 45 minutes now. It's 8 o'clock. So he sits him down in front of us, and I asked him, well, what happened? You know, I just want to know, like, why did I have to wait an hour and 45 minutes to get my steak? You know what I mean? He didn't know how to respond to me. He just said, it wasn't ready. Okay, you don't know. Thank you. Never mind. So I go to cut into my steak. It's bleeding red. It's like barely browned on the outside. So I don't know if they had just stuck it on real quick, and then when I came over there, pulled it off. I don't know, but that ain't right either. Like, I'm not eating that. Like, it's barely browned on the outside. It is bleeding red, both of our steaks. At that point, I'm not going to go to him and complain again and have him put it back on the grill and all that other stuff. Now we're an hour and 45 minutes in. Just got our main meal. I just put my silverware down and walked out. Then we had to go find food at another place. Now it's after 8 o'clock. Well, Michelle's favorite was the Italian, so we went to the Italian. Well, guess what? That's an hour wait. So now we had to wait an hour, get into the Italian restaurant. Finally got seated. Great service, great food again. So I don't know what happened over at the steak place. That was at the steak place that happened that on Sunday night. And they were only open, available to eat from, I think it was Thursday night and Sunday night or something like that. It was 2 nights out of our trip. And we had decided to do it on Sunday night, but that was our experience. So overall review of the place is, I mean, I don't know, if you give it a 1 to 10 scale, I mean, I hate to do it. It's got so much potential and the workers there are so good. I'm probably going to give it a 6. And that's being generous. Not because of the resort. Like, the resort's got a lot of potential, and I think a lot of people there at the same time of us had a great time. But the things that happened to us in particular really knocked it down. You know, I'd give it as much as a 6 just because of the people that worked there that I did deal with. You know, Hector, Wilbur, Vanessa, you know, those people worked their butt off. Plus the other restaurants. I mean, every restaurant was awesome except for the steak place. And the steak place might be great, but when I got to wait an hour and 45 minutes and don't see my server for over 30 minutes to not even know what's going on, and all of the people we got seated was done, ate dessert and everything else and gone, that's bad. So I'll get into the other problem with the Isla Majuras in my other video, but our Saturday was pretty much wiped out based on a lie that was told to us that we would leave at 11 o'clock and be back at 4:30. And, you know, it was 11 o'clock to 8 something. So anyway, I wouldn't deter you from going to this place. I don't think everybody had as bad of luck as us. But for people that are going there, it's never been to a place, things like that, definitely look out for some of these things, like the people that are trying to get you to go visit the other resort. Just that's all you're doing, go to a resort. No, you're not. They're trying to sell you something, and they are relentless on getting you to buy it. So if you want to do it, fine. But if I was you, expect it to be longer than an hour and a half, first of all, and make sure you're pretty sturdy from start. You're not doing it. If you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. You know, if you don't want to do it, make sure you're pretty clear with that the first minute you get started. If you want to listen, you give them that chance. It's going to be a while. And as far as the Isla Majuras trip, just realize what they tell you, what time you're going to be back, may not be accurate. Make sure you plan for a whole day of a trip.